Okay, today is the day that I change doors. This is my door that I bought off eBay. I actually have two. I have passenger side as well, and I will be selling that one. But this one, I'm very happy with it. It was as described. Baseline 4x4 is who I bought it from, the seller on eBay, and they do a great job. I bought the TJ wheel from them as well. They package and ship things very nicely. This was on a pallet with shrink wrap, and everything's got bubble wrap and foam inside. Shipping was $350, but it was worth it. I now have a nice door that I'm going to change out, and I'm going to change the lock cylinder out. So I need to take the inner panel off mine first. So we're going to take off this door, and then I will no longer have that. And actually the door handle is better on the new door too. So for right now, I'm going to take off this inner panel, then we're going to pull the door off, and then I'm going to take out the lock cylinders on both of them and switch them. Actually, I'm not going to put it back in the other door. This door. I actually have a friend who wants to use this as a project, and he's going to see if he can fix it. And then if he can, maybe we'll sell it and split the proceeds. Okay, as usual, nothing is as simple as it seems. I've watched many videos on how to take these cranks off, and I found a new one that talked about jamming a towel or something kind of thin down in here to loosen the crank pin, and he mentioned how his was on incorrect, and so is this one. Probably whenever they fix this door, this pin should be on this side, which would have made it a lot easier because it's almost impossible to get to on this side. But the towel trick did work. I was able to shove this red shop towel up under, and that just moved this out enough that with a plastic trim tool I could pry it off, and so that worked. Okay, onward to getting the rest of this panel off. Alright, door panel is off and mirror is off. There it is. And now we are going to lift it off and take out the lock cylinder. And the mirror was T27. They had little Torx bolts in there. Okay, this door handle was a little bit harder to get off on the new door. So I went to Harbor Freight and got the door tool. You got a pack of 4 for $6.99, and you have to go in the opposite way that the clip head is in. So for this one, I had to push it in this way, and then it just pushes it out. So once I figured out how to use it, it went very quickly and popped it right off. So now I've taken off the strap, and I've taken off the 3 screws. Mine has T15 little bolts. I know on some videos I watched it had Phillips head, but maybe those were earlier model TJs. So now the ordeal of prying off this inner panel. Okay, this is my original door, and I just took off the rod, which is right here, by removing this little plastic piece to the side, and then this pops right out. And that rusty looking clip right there was tucked up way in there, and you can see it, and then I just pried it out with the tip of a screwdriver. So theoretically my lock should now just come out. All right, there it is. I've got it out. So now I need to put that in this one. I'm having a hard time getting this panel off though, so I was going to wait for my husband to give me some leverage. So that really wasn't so bad. So yay me. Okay, while I'm waiting for the paint to dry on the clip, or primer, I switched my door thing out. I put new ones on my Jeep. So I put this one on here, and I'll throw this one on my old door. The clip that was inside both of these Jeeps looks like that. It's pretty bad. So I wire brushed the one from the new door, wire brushed it, rubbed it with some alcohol, and I have black primer, so I'm just using black primer. I'm not going to paint it. I just don't want it to rust like that again. So I'm letting that dry right now. So I figured I would change the door straps while I was waiting, and these are a T20. So that's it. Everything's going good. I'm very excited to get this little puppy in there. It'll be very soon. Okay, it is all back together. Yay! It's kind of very hard to see that clip in there. I don't even think my camera will focus on it, but it is shoved in there, and as the video I watched to learn how to do this, I will post in the description box. He says it doesn't have to be flush up against the, I don't know, there's a metal piece in there that raised spot right there. But I did put my key in it, and it turns, so that's complete. Now I just have to, I'm going to use the new door trim. I was going to put my door trim on, but the one that came with this door is in perfect shape. So all I need to do, a couple of the clips broke, of course taking it off, but I did buy replacements. So I'm going to put the replacements in, and I should be able to put this back together. I got these replacements off Amazon, and they do appear to be pretty much exact. The ones O'Reilly said from Dorman that I was supposed to get didn't look like anything I had seen, so I opted to go for Amazon, and you know what? I think they were right. So I luckily only have to replace 2, but I bought a bag of 20. Okay, the TJ door replacement is completed, even with pinstriping right now. I just finished that. It was very easy, actually. I laid a piece of blue painter's tape on the bottom of this line to the bottom of this line and connected it, and then laid the pinstripe tape on top and just peeled out the backing. The top 2 black things are 1 unit. I luckily ordered the right size. I knew I needed 1/8 inch and 16 inch. But I didn't know that they have different spacings. I didn't know they were one piece that had a coating over the top. So luckily I ordered the right one. So you laid that out, took off the backing, laid it down, and then you peeled off the clear stuff on the top. I wrapped it around the edges instead of cutting it short. I just like it better that way. So the door is on. The interior we got back on, so all that's good. We did have to adjust this a little bit higher for this door to close correctly, so we did that. At some point I'm going to just tape this and this so we know exactly where it needs to be, and wire brush or something that overspray that whoever fixed the original door did. But it is completed. I have a door without bondo, and I'm very happy about that, and the pinstripe is back on it, so that makes it feel complete to me. Anyways, I'm all done with that. That's the end of that project.